Hey there, folks. Hope everybody's doing well. We are moving our way through Campaign 11. We're probably in the late stages of that campaign, and I may have started off this video by freezing things. All right, I guess that hasn't happened. We have McClellan down here. I got him stuck in an auto-resolve, as was my custom, but actually that was a battle that had loaded in with both of those armies reinforcing, or I had saved it that way, but then when I loaded in, they were not available. And so it wasn't a battle we were going to win on the merits, so we put him in deploy to defend. And now we're just sending in, see, you're new, so you probably need intelligence gathering for that readiness. So we're going to send in a monster amount of other forces to help McClellan out. I'm kind of tempted to almost fight it myself. Now this, I don't remember at all how or why we got here. Who's fighting the rearguard action? All right, it's not us, it's them. That's the good news. I believe we have stuff going on up there. I'm trying to remember how this all pieced together. Yeah, all right, we know about all them. I haven't done much with the Navy recently. Yeah, I feel like I did a lot in 61, 62 and kind of accomplished the objectives I had set for myself and the Navy and given it a rest. All right, we'll go with skilled cartographers. Army Tennessee's here. All right, we're going to move you up, and you're actually doing fairly well. Let's just see how things look over here. This will be River Squadron. I'll see how far up I can go. Maybe I'll get some intelligence from that. But we are... Now, in this one, I either have to get the morale down to 49, so either it's about to stop and end, or I got to get it below 45. I can't remember how I modded it, but I don't think I should have to go all the way to the wire. Sometimes, like in vanilla, I think you got to get them down to like 20 or something like that. There's nothing like that here. Third Corps is in okay shape, I guess, but we're going to move them back over here and maybe just put them in scout since I'm not intending for them to reinforce in a battle. We can do that. This is a lengthy operation. I don't know if that really matters, but you know, 3 million for a supply depot when you're spending what, 840 million on an annualized basis and just barely pulling some money out there, that's worth it. I think supply depot is where you could use them, particularly with the Union on the attack. It's worth the money. For the CSA, well, they should be defending their home territory, and they should kind of stay with whatever the area can give them. So it should be a cost that really the Union should be bearing most of the time. The CSA, whether it's the human or the AI player, shouldn't have to deal with too much of that. All right, Lion. Yeah, I mean, he's as ready as he's going to be. So we're going to push him forward. I hope. Now, hold on. I thought there was a supply depot over here. Why do I not see it? I swear I had Lion constructing a supply depot, which I now don't see. Or was it one over here? It doesn't really matter. Whatever. We have Little Rock as it is, and we have the Army of the Missouri's First Corps building a new supply depot there. So that's going to have to be good enough under the circumstances. Second Corps, I don't know what I did here. All right, we're really in a rough supply situation, so we're going to move them up there. All right, Third Corps is over there. Potomac Flotilla is here. I don't know, maybe move these guys down and around. We'll see how far we can get them. Now we're out of supply over here. I think eventually the supply lines do catch up, but it takes a while. I mean, we're on a connected railroad, so it should. All right, you're out of supply. That's too bad. Ugh. Yeah, that whole army is done. It's going to take them the rest of the summer to get their readiness back. All right. Lynchburg has been taken, but we did move all the armies out of there. All right, you're out of whatever, that's fine. I mean, I kind of want to fight this battle. It's something to do. I do want to, as hard as it is for me, I want to try to turn more over to the AI to fight and get out of my micromanaging. Now, to their credit, they were in a recruitment crisis. They were down around 170,000, I think, and they've now built up to 200,000. I mean, the upper ends, they're supposed to try to get to about 92% of what I have. I don't think economically or demographically they can do that, but we'll see. All right, third Corps there. Excuse me on all that. Allergies be sneaking up on you. All right, what do we have? I mean, I don't know if it's worth it to fight this one. We got plus 10,000, plus 30 guns. It's kind of close. But with all those other reinforcing armies showing up, kind of doubtful. All right, Atlantic Squadron's over here. We've taken all of those ports. We really don't. Jeez. We've never been able to close Wilmington. But we're going to try to do it by land. Alright, that cough I felt coming, so hopefully you avoided it. Oh, that's why things are going so slow. Because, yeah, they're that slow. Alrighty. I don't know why they're moving there. Oh well. But there were two CSA armies that were beat around Nashville and they retreated up here, and I see some of the IIPs, yeah, they register as being controlled by the CSA. I guess McClellan, we'll figure out who those are. I don't think Steele's ever actually going to make this work. Figure HQ should have some good intelligence. Yeah, I know. You're low on supply. I get it. Is Patterson? Man, that's a huge force. I want to get moving. And they burned that supply depot they took from me? Man. Alright, what? Oh, I can't move into CSA territory to do this. Alright, so we got to go back to friendly territory, or we'll get our readiness back faster. Yeah, there's no real surprise here. Some of these forces are going to have to... Actually, probably everybody's going to have to go back to scouting. That's fine. Now what? Yeah, we're not going to fight that. Yeah, we'll just let those other armies show up. I like how Phil Sheridan is a one-man army that's going to hold them back. He's going to deploy to defend for, what was it, 24 to 36 hours? Until the rest of his force shows up. I wasn't trying to cheese that by saying anything. He just moves faster, but all right, the Army of the West is going to go here. Now they say they can build. I don't see another supply depot. I don't know. All right, so we got all of those built. Now let's upgrade. I don't know if it's even worth upgrading. We'll see. We were just barely over the prisoner limit before. We haven't really taken that many prisoners. It's a little surprising. And as much as I don't want to give them back support this late in the war, where I'm trying to finish them off, I don't know if they would be built fast enough to change the ultimate outcome. You. You know what? I'm going to say go ahead and... This is why we don't leave armies in scouting. I think that's what I did, right? The Army of the Missouri's over here. All right, so this is what the battle should be like the Battle of Memphis. All right, we take this battle. We're gonna go in 19,000. They're gonna have one man for 12 hours, but then they're going to have oh man, really showing off my 24,000. All right, so they'll have 24,000 at 12 hours, and it'll be 14 hours before I get the rest of mine. They're gonna have their full force, and I'm still gonna be 15 hours out. So this one's gonna be rough. Let's see what battlefield we get, and we'll go from there. All right. This is yeah. I guess this isn't the maybe this is the Chancellorsville of the West. The map, at least, you can see all that forest. I mean, there is some change in elevation. I think. Well, we have to go across the map to do anything, so we'll do that. I'm not even sure if we do that, it's going to be enough because of how late it is in the day. Yeah, I think that this is a pretty good boon for the CSA, but let's just try to do something. That is also, if I remember, that's a solid defensive point if you try to attack it from this direction. I may also be confusing this with another map, but I don't know how many Arkansas maps there are. We're going to send the scouts out. Let's just also find out if we've... Do they actually have 40,000? I think that was their one-man army. They're saying they're here. Huh. I guess we really will find out. Oh no. Oh no. I saw that. Get back there. Bring your scouts with you. Maybe. Oh man. All right. Uh, I don't know what they're doing. So maybe they are. Maybe they know something I don't. It seems odd that I started out with 12 victory points. I didn't use any of them. And now overnight, we have fewer than 5. I think that's probably all you can do. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll put you there. And we'll resume some of this. Let's send... Why is Lyle reading broken? I'm not sure what's going on here. Alright, we'll send them out, see who we can see. I suppose while I'm here, I should get my artillery into slightly better positions. Alright, so they're up there in a pretty terrible spot. And what are we waiting for? Go up. Okay, this is not what I want to know. Yeah, Army of Missouri we do know about. My goodness, man. So this is everything. Okay, we're at number 2-1. That's fine. Alright, in 4 hours, First Corps is going to show up, and then end of day, Army of Southwest Missouri. Alright. So we see we're at number 2-1. I'm going to send this group around and just see what we can see over here. I'll role play that we actually need to do this. Alright. And now they seem to be attacking. It is interesting. And odd. After this, I have to turn over the defense to the AI and see what they do. All right, so they're just gonna come right on in. We got to continue this moving around and see if there's anything over here. The objectives, yeah, they haven't really turned against us because it's been overnight, but I think it's coming. Huh. Maybe we'll just put the artillery here and no. In here, and then we can just withdraw it if we don't like what we see. Alright, so they're all over here. We've been unable to find anyone over here yet. Let's move them down and around. Move this back here, like that. I feel like I'm looking at a Bob Ross painting. At least the horizon. If you ever watched any of his kind of how to paint videos, what it reminds me of. Okay, I doubt they're actually carrying that. So they got good weapons. They, as a unit, have, looks like no experience, but they have a very decent commander. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like scouts just move more slowly, and so it doesn't make sense to travel with them out front. I think they kind of always move in that line formation. At least that's how they always look deployed. I've never seen them go in a column formation and then march. So I think they actually decrease the speed of the parent unit while being out there, and really you just got to kick them out once you've reached your destination, and then you can stop. Certainly don't want Lyle to get flanked here. So we're going to bring him, we're going to have him hopefully fall back in good order. Fall back on these defenses. Down 2-1. We got to kind of do 2-1 casualties. We're just about there. Of course, other things do matter, but yeah, in retrospect, that was built up just a bit too far. I could have brought those parapets back a bit more. I don't know if their infantry is going to be able to shoot from the forest with any effect into these parapets, but moving it back just a little bit. I don't want my troops having to have to move through the kind of awful terrain of that swamp, but I think I could have still avoided that and just done it a bit closer. This is a nice stone wall and all, if they're going to be so kind as to funnel themselves through that pond over there and the trees over here, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to advance on both sides, and so I don't see too much profit to be had by seriously trying to man that stone wall. And yeah, if we're going to, you know what, this doesn't even look like a good position because of all of this stuff that's going to block line of sight. I think we're just going to put that brigade in there, hold this one back. Hopefully that's in the woods, just like we have this one in the woods back here. And the cav right now, Lyle's cav is going to pull back down this road. And I'm thinking either they can pull back straight through here, or we can pull back and kind of bring them over to the flank. Scribner's probably going to end up over there. But right now, oh no. Are they actually going to come on in for the full melee? They do, we have problems, but if they just sit there on top of their horses and shoot them, we're okay. So I'm going to send Scribner up to try to support Lyle's withdrawal. And the one thing that brigade had going for them was Lyle, and he got killed, I think, within the first hour of combat. Yeah, there should be a morale penalty for officer killed, especially quality officer killed, right? I mean, if it's just a 0-star nothing and they get killed, then the unit could shrug it off. But I think be kind of interesting to have that dynamic, kind of realistic. You know, it's a great officer, but if they get killed, then you're in trouble. Uh-oh. Do we have some kind of graphical thing? And we'll continue falling back. I don't want to do that much shooting with my cav because I don't want to waste it. But I am looking to delay things. I think I'm going to pause you maybe until we have some more fighting. Because otherwise it's just that never-ending kite. Yeah, this map isn't this is much better than the actual Chancellorsville. I mean, we have these open areas scattered around the map. We still have a long way to go, though, for that victory point. All right. Well, now that we have contact, maybe you won't be free of me. Come on, why can't I click on? There you go. All right. Hit down and out. I'm going to try to make this work. Still confident. So they say. Pretty good press there by the CSA. Credit due where it is deserved. Alright. Have that battery. Get up. I'm worried that these batteries aren't even going to last really beyond the initial contact. Alright. Put you here and switch you to defend. I think it's actually Lion who's in charge. Alright. So these fellas might have to actually step up and protect Lyle, because he's taking a ton of casualties here. It's a very good push by the CSA. I almost said the CIA. I don't know if they're here, but probably the only thing I would recommend is that the CSA stop leapfrogging and kind of causing their own guys to block line of sight. Alright, we'll see how we do. And see if we're going to get our reinforcements in time. 1 hour to the first corps, and the first corps has all 3 divisions. I don't know why it wouldn't, but no, I don't even like that. And I ordered it. Right, we're gonna try to get that cab to fall back there and you to fall back there. This unit has accumulated a lot of experience. I guess that comes with the casualties they've taken. What the heck is this? Wait, am I in melee? You gotta be kidding me. Well, and we got broke. Well, that's annoying. Now, pretty soon I'm going to have nothing left to micro. Alright. And these guys are almost out of ammo. I think we've lost the battle, folks. Yeah, with the end of that cavalry. Jeez. Uh-oh. I see the movement. Will keys react to it? I'm thinking probably not. Doesn't seem aware, but I'm going to go ahead and just let the AI do whatever it can do. I am trying to figure it out from my end what I might be able to do in the game's files and modding it that might improve things. Alright, so Scribner ran all the way back. Lyle is supposed to have moved back, but he isn't. I mean, like, why would you do it like this? I gotta override his placement orders. It's so bad. And you're gonna put the artillery behind your line here? Come on. Alright, so these guys are gonna break. Doesn't matter, they're out of ammo. They're on their way to going through lost resilience. But let's see how we do it. As much as I can stand it. No idea what those guys are doing. And it's gonna be a defeat. If I cared more, if this was early in the campaign, I'd start withdrawing those divisions a while ago. Probably when I lost Scribner's Cav. And that way, at least the screening action would have gotten us back closer to reinforcements and delayed the point of contact. But I do want to see how the AI manages this one. So if you're not interested in that, you can probably just skip ahead to the video and see how I deal with this in campaign. But until that time, I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out. You need to rally. Scribner, you should try to rally your men. Nearby commanders, that's nice. And that sounds like this group just got charged, and yeah, they didn't even mount up in response, but I don't think that's their issue. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Are you at least... Okay, they're at least in contact. And yeah, it is true. We can keep Cav back here. It's kind of nice. We're going to put that infantry over there and have them defend. Huh. Alright, they're coming over here on the right, leading with cab, which is good because I have no counter for it right now. Why is it so quiet? Yeah, cab is charging in again. Man. Whoever their dance partners are, they're very lucky. That is some fancy footwork. Or maybe I feel bad for them. They gotta try to keep up with that. I'm not sure what's... Alright, we'll see when these guys actually turn to see the obvious threat, when these guys decide to stop giving up their flank. Alright, we'll get down, we'll get loose. Move over here. Since I'm going to retain micro of the cav, these guys are on defensive, I think. Have these guys fired a shot? Somebody did, but I don't know who. One of the notes I'm making here is to try to fix the angles to maximize the front firing. Talked about this in the previous video, though something I was noticing the AI would do is that they, you know, a half or so of the brigade would be within shooting distance, but like the other part would. Now in this case, we see the sprites on the left actually are firing going through the reload animation, so I assume that the distance here is within their firing arc, but why you wouldn't just kind of turn so that it's kind of a one-to-one front, I don't know. And there are a lot of actual micro settings for battles, but the descriptions that are, if they're there, they're so brief, kind of no examples. It's hard to sometimes know what ought to be changed and what we ought to be looking for to evaluate whether it's worked. All right, we're gonna mount up and move. That really is, if you're looking, and you haven't found it already, moving cav, you really want to do it mounted, because even that simple order, when they're dismounted, and I think loose formation might screw it up even more, it just takes a while. It seems like it takes so much longer for the sprites to get where they need to get. And right now, this brigade looks bugged out. It looks... Yeah, and it does this from time to time. It just gets about twice as wide as it should be. And I'm not sure why that happens, but it does. Alright, so Sumner's over here. Plotting away. Alright. You guys actually... Now, how on earth are they idle? Now, I'm going to give them an attack order just to see if they can attack. Nothing yet. They're also marked as idle. Alright, I don't know if this is a rout or a withdrawal. Might be a rout. Yeah, they look kind of disorganized. But the gray hordes are on us. Did we ever get to fire there? So there is no reason on Earth, hold on here, that this artillery unit cannot see that cab unit. There is no way. I don't know if this goes back to an observation I've made for a long time about this game, that the AI is just, it's bad at defense. And this is before I started modding files. But I was thinking about even then how to kind of get a better. Here, we'll move you over here. Move you mounted. It just things like this. They should be doing work, and they're just sitting there doing nothing. When I put them on attack, sometimes I'll click at the division level and I'll see that, oh, you know, they're bombarding something. Like, that's great. Heart stuff has arrived. I don't know if that matters. Yeah, the whole CSA is here. And it doesn't look like he arrived anywhere close or useful. Perfect, yeah. Basically the absolute worst place he could be. I guess he can come down here, come on this trail, and maybe come in on the left. I mean, it's the right that's the problem. I just don't see any easy way in there. Alright, and his cab's not even here, so... Yeah, the reinforcements... If I had withdrawn with that cab earlier, I would have withdrawn down here. I don't know. It's okay. I mean, you could play, try to play keep away with putting the artillery back here and then maybe digging in on the sides or something like that, but whatever. All right. All right, now they're saying they're bombarding, but they're probably not. My goodness, man. Turn to this. What does this look like? Yeah. Not really what I want. Here, maybe we'll just have them attack over there. Heart rant. What that unit is doing, I have no idea. Alright, so back on fire at will. They've found a target they can shoot at. Or maybe they didn't. Okay, so they're actually firing, so I'll let them keep doing their thing. I mean, this is just stupid right here. I so badly want to micro them. Oh my goodness. So, I know I'm thinking about how to salvage this. I'll do that. I'll try to salvage the situation. My cheese thought was, well, you know, why not just go for the victory point and set up over here? But it's like, you know, an army's not really going to do that. Alright, so they've been apparently ordered back. Sure. Oh, they've gone back to being idle. Throw the bombardment on. Yeah. Thought there was a brigade all the way back here. My God, man. We're going to move him up here on defense and just see if he then gets a subsequent kind of defensive command. They did good. They did work with they could all fight like Lyles. I think we'd be all right. So there's Hart Stuff's division, and there's Hart Ranth's brigade. Okay. Alright, Sumner's just in a world of trouble. Oops. And I guess we just broke on contact, my bad. Both claim to be bombarding, but have done relatively little in terms of casualties. Alright, but let's enjoy the view and puzzle ourselves, right? This unit should be kind of flush like this. Kind of at the angle that cavalry unit just was. Yeah, it seemed like they should have been chewed up. Sturgis is getting chewed up. Dietzler's getting he's not getting chewed up yet. His time will come. Sumner's gonna break. I think rather than making this a big, long, drawn-out process, army orders. Let's just order a retreat. So we'll do it up at this level, and we'll retreat. Yes. And apparently they're going to let us escape pretty quickly for being that closely engaged with the enemy. Those guys just fire facing the wrong direction. Alright, so we lost. We did 2-1 casualties. It's probably going to sap the readiness out of several of those forces. I think Lion was the only one that was really ready to move anyhow. Problem is, once you're down with readiness, it has this kind of spiraling effect where it's harder to get out of those lower levels of readiness quickly. Colonel Scribner, yeah, he kind of deserves it. Kind of. He could blame me. I can't fall any lower. That's why I usually pause this part. Alright, defeat at Mount Vernon. I assume it's... yeah, it's out here. Alright, so that, yeah, that took him from green or yellow to kind of orange, right? It's not great. Are you still building, though? Oh, you're retreating now. And you're going to retreat forward. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. And you're going to retreat too. All right. Disaster at Somerset. The 3 Federal Army, Tennessee? Must have been over here. Of course. Now you're not retreating. Alright. It's fine. We gotta get you out of scout and move you over here. I don't even want to touch them. Alright, we're moving to take Knoxville. We'll see how that goes. So did that win? And their national support's still declining, so that can't be too fun. So we're low on supply out here, right? Second Corps and all that other stuff. I say we move in. Because we just can't sit here forever. Okay, we repaired Fort Pillow. That's great. Atlantic Squadron should move up here. I would say use the water, but I don't think they're going to listen to me. I suppose they can build a supply depot. I don't know how much it matters. And that one only costs 30,000. All right, now what? This one, how much time do we have in this episode? All right. Let's see what we get. All right, so we rolled, I think this is the map we were just on. Looks like it. We get to deploy very close to the objective we don't have. And then we got a lot of swamp here, which we generally want to avoid. You remember Grant's cavalry? Yes, yes. So my plan right now, no, not all of you. Still want you guys. I'm not trying to corner camp. I'm trying to get over that marsh. Alright. Got you there. And then we'll get the actual divisions here. What is this? Okay, move you up. Move you up. Doesn't really matter too much to me if the artillery is stuck in the mud or even far away from command. All they need to do is be able to fire, and it's usually, as you can see, there aren't that many things that are in a block line of sight there, so I'm all right with all of that. Man, I gotta stop doing that. Alright, we'll put Cav here. Just dump all the artillery out here. And then when the battle starts, we'll move the Cav, and that should open up a path for the rest of the artillery to get placed and get firing and all that other good stuff. Alright, so we have 3. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And that's that. Let's keep them on a shorter route. Okay, enough finagling. More fighting. Push you across there. I'm going to push you over to here. You maybe up to here. Are they able to shoot anything? They're idle. Should also take a look at what the heck the updated estimates are. Alright, so we have a lot. I don't know where the other half of their force is, but that tells me there's no time like the present. We're going to switch you to an attack and move you up. Old Brains himself, we're going to do the same. And you're attacking that way. And you're going to attack, kind of hugging that marsh. Hopefully not too stuck in it. And got parrots, 3-inch. Just happen to be a lot of rifle artillery here. It's all rifle artillery. Okay. Can we really not see anything? Alright, we'll roleplay that we don't want to put too much of the artillery in the mush as we march thousands of cavalry through it, but... Alright, let's speed this part up. Here, these guys actually might be able to make it over here. And we're going to try to give them an attack order there. It's gonna be a lot of bunching, so I think we're gonna leave. Yeah, we're actually gonna leave that brigade, that division there. That can be a kind of reserve attacking division. And now let's see if anybody is shooting at anything. I guess not. Does a bombardment target help? All right, we'll give that a few minutes to see how that plays out. Yes, grants Cav division. I know I've said that before. All right, wow, they have a lot of experience. Good perks. They're okay. Not as much experience, but good weapons. Bombarding. They all claim to be. This is very weird. Alright, well, if our artillery can't actually do anything, we'll just bring them up along the edge of the swamp. See if we don't have better shots over here. Ah, stone wall overlooking an open field. That's a good one. Try to go around that. Alright. Looks like Grant's Calf can get into some trouble. He'll have to manage it and occupy him as best he can. Halleck is nearly where he needs to be. I think Reynolds, no. That division can move up. Halleck's can move up. Yeah, that's fine for Rousseau. I think we're going to get crowded in the middle here. They should be in loose formation. I mean, it's Swamp Walking Simulator, so it's taking longer, I think, than anybody and everybody would like. Yikes. Why did you do that? How bad are we? Good, tiring, fragmented, tired. Yeah. Well, I guess it's just going to have to be the cavalry engagement then to open this, because it looks like a lot of these are just going to be wasted here. First Division. Try to get them up. You know what? With these artillery... I know it's what I said I wasn't going to do. I'm just tired of moving that slowly. Are we actually falling back though? Alright. Jeez, that brigade's gonna hate their life. Is a fourth battery somewhere. This is what it's like from the defender's angle. Again, what this is, I don't know. They're just, yeah. People marching through people, obstructing line of sight. It just ain't pretty. I don't even know. Well, maybe the trees are blocking line of sight. Then move the battery over here. And I know it's easier said than done, but come on, man. It's single player. The AI is all we got. I don't know if that target's any good anymore. That doesn't really seem that good. Nope. Fire at will, and we'll see who keeps firing. Order them slightly up. Again, they know we're here. That should be it for them. Now I think all there is to do is to give final attack orders and turn it over to the AI to manage it. Once we find out how exhausted and disorganized we are. So they're fragmented and tiring, disrupted and winded, fragmented and very tired, so they're not ready to go in. These folks are... Is this a routing unit? A charging unit? What is this? Yeah, it's just a charging unit. But yeah, Grant's cab doing his job of being the bait. It's working out. I mean, it's just a bit silly the way they've lined up. Okay. Firing. Yeah, and they're not actually firing. Alright. I'd love to know what kind of range they have. They're able to shoot me, but I can't shoot them back. It's incredible. Here they're doing the OP strategy of advancing behind a screen of horses. You can see just how much dismounted loose formation cab, I guess particularly in rough terrain, how hard it is for them to actually maneuver. So yeah, I mean, these units are just nowhere near ready to go. so we routed off that artillery. They think that they're engaged. Huh. Oh, I thought that was a skirmisher group. It's a whole brigade. Are they going to come in for a charge here? They seem like they're thinking about it. Okay, so they all know to move. It's just not exactly happening. How about this? This division, the 2 brigades there. They seem this must be the reserve corps. Huh. Well, we just gotta leave them because they're too tired to move. lot of units seem like they have ace of spades, so try to do some of the other ones. So hold on, are we actually in melee? Barnes. Alright, there's that. I don't know if that's a route or a charge. It's a route. Alright. I wonder if you give an attack order to a division and then we put it under attack stance and then you just give it a target. I wonder if we'll throw everything at that. Take first division and tell them to attack that? Okay, I guess they will. That wasn't really a great example, but kind of looks like we're in a melee. I'm not sure. But this battle appears to be over now. Yeah, and they have a long retreat timer. Almost 50% longer in relative terms than what I had. In a similar situation last battle. Alright, but eventually this is going to be over. And I think that's going to be it for the episode. Another battle-filled installment here of the Campaign 11. We're seeing how the AI does it. It's interesting because the CSA in the last one, at least at the, I don't know if it was the division or the brigade level, flanked the small force I had there. Hmm. Falling back under attack stance. Odd. Alright, let's finish this. Let's get out of this episode. Alright. Yeah, really good. Glorious victory at Memphis. 651 killed on their side. 389 on ours. Yes, yes. Fleeing in panic. Oh, and we finished a policy. I think I want to do breadbasket 3. It's about time. Could use subsidies for farm mechanization. Their support is really low. They're getting to the danger zone. I think it is like 44, but I mean, I'm surprising myself. Maybe I moved it down to 39 or something like that. I really forget what I did. I'm not even sure that I'm pretty sure I didn't change the text in here, so it would say 25, but it's not actually. Huh. And so that's going to lead us to taking Memphis. We're also, I think, taking Knoxville, which means I think we have every large town in Tennessee. All right, for whatever Sheridan's worth, we're going to move him up. I don't think we can, yeah, we can't really go there. So let's send us somewhere we can go and that matters. Alright, get our readiness up. We're operating here in enemy territory. We're about to be low on supply. So, we'll do something about that. We'll get a supply depot cooking up here. Alright, we got one going down there. That's all good. Our finances are, like, surprisingly good, I think. Is it time for another round of trade deals? I don't know. Yeah, it isn't. It's an expensive one. Trade deals plus 5%. Yeah, so I think that is the base one, and I just doubled or tripled or significantly increased the price. Because it's such a good policy. Especially for the Union, it seems. What are their net? Wow, they're up over 205,000. So they are coming around somehow, even with their so-called recruitment crisis. So it looks like we're not going to end it in this one. That's okay. But we are getting close. Riots in major cities. Citizens resisting enrollment. Major cities across the Union. Whoops. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and yeah, we'll try to bring you at least one more here.